How's it going? My name is Wes Horpatuck and I'm the founder of Driftline. Welcome to my channel where each week I pull back the curtains just a little bit to show you an in-depth look at how a startup company actually runs. Welcome to my first ever vlog. I've been learning about this space for quite some time, and it's been incredible just to see my athletes through our company grow through YouTube and TikTok and this experience, and I figured that I have a little bit to give back, so I wanted to start my own community channel. So thank you for being here and thank you for watching. So before we jump in, I just want to kind of give a little background. What is this vlog all about? So in 2019, me and my best friend launched an apparel brand called Driftline. Our story starts way before that because Greg and I were best friends freshman year of college and still are today. But what this channel really focuses on is the weekly, daily, and every minute ups and downs that we go through as a small company, and how we get through it, what we actually do, and what we learn through our failures and successes. So we wanted to show you all in the raw what it actually looks like to be involved and go through the weekly trials and tribulations of a small startup. So I'm here to hopefully shed some light on what it actually looks like to start a company and run a company. And what the point of this is to actually show how the sausage is made, the non-sexy side of getting to your goals and completing those tasks that you've always wanted to. You don't just create a multi-million-dollar company overnight. You have to do all of the non-sexy stuff behind the scene, which is honestly the majority of what running a business looks like, even if the business you do is really cool. So in another episode, I will share all of my past, how I got here, college, grad school, everything in between, and how I started an apparel company with my best friend at 29. But before that, and before that episode, I wanted to take a step back and start this channel because we have some huge news. Next Friday, May 13th, Driftline is gonna be on Shark Tank. So we wanted to get this stuff out here so we can start building this community to make sure you all learn from what we've gone through. All right, so now that you've had that smallest bit about me, let's jump into what this actual episode is gonna be about. An idea, turning that into a brand. From idea conception into brand reality. So first off, the most important thing to start a brand, company, whatever, is obviously the idea. Now, for some people, it comes easier than it does to others. I personally have always been an idea guy, and I can run through them whether we're at the grocery store or just hanging out on the beach or in the office. But the problem is when you have a lot of ideas, how do you filter through which ones are the actual good ones? And how do you make sure that what you take and what you want to make is worth the money that you're going to put into it? So whether you have a lot of ideas or you just have one good one, the important thing is to decipher and make sure that that idea is worth your time, your effort, and most importantly, your money when starting a business. Now, there are things that you need to ensure and have as a person that makes you want to continue this business. We'll go through that in a different episode. But in the beginning, when you start a company, the non-sexy thing that people say is you have to have capital. It's really cool to have an idea and just push and continue and push and continue, but if you don't have capital to start your passion project, it's probably gonna be a little harder to get that off the ground. So what makes this one good idea become a company? Now, there's so many companies out there. There's so many different kinds of SaaS organizations or apparel brands or apps. The options in these days are absolutely endless. But when I kind of talk, I want to reference what we're going through specifically. So we have this idea, and Greg and I actually formed this idea while driving up to San Luis Obispo. I actually came up with this while surfing I'm from the East Coast and grew up surfing and came out here and to San Diego, where I currently live. And I hate being cold, but I also hate wetsuits. So it was that time of year where it was too warm for a wetsuit, but too cold for board shorts. So I actually cut up an old wetsuit, stitched it into a pair of trunks, and the idea, light bulb moment, happened. Now, as a guy who creates a lot of ideas, I knew I kind of had something unique, but what people don't kind of say, and what I don't normally say when I do interviews and things, is there's a step beyond that idea and actual creating the brand. Now, this is the most important step. It's actually doing the research. So after I had this idea, Greg and I looked online. Are there other companies doing this? Are there patents around it? Is there intellectual property around an idea like this? What do you even call this idea? Is it 2-in-1? So the research is a really, really important part about this process to just get something made. You have to make sure that you have something worthwhile and something that is different and unique enough. Now, obviously there's a ton of opportunities out there to rinse and repeat things that are already happening in the industries that you're in. But for us specifically, the apparel is so flooded with businesses that we wanted to create something a little bit more unique. Thank you guys so much for joining today. It's been really such a pleasure speaking with you all. And it's gonna be really cool to see each week what we talk about and how we grow as a channel, because each week, each day, each minute, Greg and I learn and do something completely different. So we wanna take what we learn each week and be able to put it into a video so you guys can learn for your own individual brands and companies and hopefully take something away from this. What's really cool is Greg and I have our own separate lanes in this company. We work super well together and we come together as a team, but we actually have our own very specific skill sets. So some videos Greg will be doing by himself, some I'll be doing by myself, and hopefully we do a bunch together. But anyway, thank you so much for coming today. Subscribe below and stay tuned for upcoming episodes. And also make sure you watch Shark Tank this week. See you out there.